Hey guys, Miles here, and today I'm answering your questions. I asked you guys to leave all of the questions that you had for me in my last video on my very first channel, and now today in this video, I'm gonna do my best to answer most of them. Now, some of you in the comments have been asking questions about whether or not I could do a certain video or other specific content, and while I can't answer that in this video because there's so many questions like that, I can tell you that unfortunately I can't take everyone's request, although I do love to read your guys' comments. There may come a time in the future where I can do that and I can actually ask what people want to see and you guys can vote on it, but for right now I don't have any open voting at the moment. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. So first I'm going to answer the questions that you guys left on that video that I mentioned, and then I'm going to go back and actually read through some of the most strange, weird, or interesting comments that I've gotten in this past year of 2018. Also, I want to wish you guys all a happy 2019 and welcome you to the new year. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of cool stuff on both of my channels, so I hope you'll stay tuned and keep watching. Alright, let's begin. Our first question today, or rather actually a group of questions, is from the Pony Girl Swirl. Her first question is, have I heard of Article 13? And unfortunately, yes, Article 13 is something that is very, very concerning to me as a creator on YouTube. If you haven't heard of Article 13 or what it is, I will add a description here so you can look at it. And maybe if it concerns you as well, you want to read up on that. I don't know if it's actually going to become a possibility or not, but it is very concerning. Hopefully this won't be something that will be brought into effect, but if we can avoid it, that would be great. She also asks if I can make a Gravity Falls style video. And while I've never actually done that before, I would be open to doing a fan pony crossover video maybe in the future as a special event. I'm not actually personally familiar with Gravity Falls since I've never actually watched an episode, but I would be very interested. So if that's something that you would like to see in the future, or you want me to do maybe pony versions of the main characters, let me know down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. She also asks if the 20 Styles challenge video is coming. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time and many fans have actually been asking about it. Unfortunately, it takes me a very long time to get something like that done, especially being that it's a really big project. And at the moment, I really don't have a bunch of spare time on my hands. Between both of the channels that I'm running right now and work that I'm doing actually in my own personal life, I do not have as much time as I used to, so I can't make large projects come into effect as quickly as I used to be able to. That being said, I'd still really like to do it, it just might not be able to happen right away. The next question is one that I can't really answer because she asks where I live. And while I'd love to let you guys know where I hole up, I just can't do it right now, as I know some people would come find me and track me down and then we'd be in a bunch of trouble. The last question is a lot easier than the one before it because she asks what my favorite color is. This is me laughing because I just implied that there are fans that would track me down wherever I am in the world here. But I can tell you that I do live in America. On to the next question. Oh, okay. On to the next question, my favorite color. It happens to be orange overall, but I also really, really like black and red, and those are the colors of my bedroom, just in case you were wondering. Okay, on to the next question. United Equestria asks, what was the reason for you to start with YouTube and why MLP? Well, I could remember when YouTube first kind of came about. I was extremely young and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever, but since I was so young, my parents were definitely not on board with me making and or uploading content because I was a child. So when I was finally able to pretty much get my own email and start a channel, I began to upload all sorts of stuff. First it was nightcore videos where I played with the pitch and then uploaded lyrics. Then it was kind of other fan videos. I did a lot of AMVs. I think I even had some reviews of some sort on my channel when it was very first starting. and nothing was really kind of taking off. I didn't have a lot of views, I didn't have a lot of people watching the content I was uploading. So I realized, okay, well what I'm doing isn't really popular, so what is popular? And I kind of stumbled upon the My Little Pony fandom and went, okay, well I can upload My Little Pony videos. So I started putting a whole bunch of My Little Pony stuff on my channel, and I just watched the views like completely skyrocket. So I realized, alright, that is what people want to see, and so that's what I started uploading to the channel more frequently. Now what people don't know is that as I was gaining popularity, I realized that there were a lot of other fandoms out there that had a lot of really committed fans, and I didn't know a bunch about all of them as a whole or even singularly, but I did know that fan crossover videos, like content that goes in one or more directions and kind of plays off of other fandoms and their popularity, was really, really popular. And so that's when I created my quote-unquote MLP style videos. And basically what that looked like was just me making a video that kind of played off the popularity of, say, an anime or another fandom, like a gaming fandom or other animated fandoms, and then taking and recreating content that used ponies as the main characters to represent the other characters in other fandoms. Once I realized how popular that was, it became the main thing that I uploaded to my channel. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to pronounce this username without butchering it completely, so hang in there with me. I think it's Nikohaku1? We're just gonna go with that. But they asked, what is the best video so far you have ever made in your opinion? That question is very, 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 very hard because I have a lot of projects, especially my newer ones, that I have completely fallen in love with. But if I had to choose maybe one of my favorites recently, I think one of the very first that I did with my new program was Spring Chap Finale, and that is definitely one of my favorites because I was throwing everything at the wall that I could with that project, knowing that I had new effects to use and I was able to do a lot more, so I feel like it was one of the first projects, especially that I had done with my new program, that I really, really liked because of everything that I could do with it. But recently, One Off Mind might be one of my favorites, and just because it's my absolute favorite song and I got to use a lot of really cool effects that I think really made the video. So those would be my two top contenders, but I really would probably have to look back at my recents because I have a lot of favorites. The next question they asked is, who is my favorite Vocaloid composer or artist? That is another really, really, really hard one, so I'm gonna go with top 3. One would probably have to be Eve, since I really, really like their music and it always kind of puts me in a good mood. And I think second would probably have to be Babu-chan, because their music kind of satisfies that need for dark with a little bit of whimsy. It's if you have not listened to their music, you need to, especially if you're a little bit of a horror fan. Amazing. And third, I know this is kind of, well, maybe not. I was actually gonna say Hatsune Miku, but I think I'd have to go with Real because I've been listening to her music lately and I really enjoy her sound. The third question is, have I ever considered making a Vocaloid PMV out of artist Kikuo's songs? And I think I already have. I'm gonna have to actually go and look back real quick. I think I did O-Light, and I believe O-Light is by Kikuo, if not with featuring somebody else, but that is one song that I've done by him. But I would definitely be open to doing more videos to his music because I'm a big fan of his as well. He didn't make it into the top 3, but he would, if there was a 4th place, he would be number 4 because I really like him. So that's possible. If I have a chance to throw a vote out there, I will try to put maybe one of his songs in there, and if you have friends, vote for that. Flux of Gender asks, why did you start making MLP Style? Is there a particular reason, or do you just do it for fun? I semi-answered this question in as part of one of my last answers. So I think that answers the very first part. But after I did realize that my MLP style videos were becoming popular, I was so happy that I was making other people happy and that people actually enjoyed what I was doing, that I continued doing so just because I knew that people were so excited to see the videos when I uploaded and they enjoyed leaving comments. It was really, really fun for me to have that popularity kind of grow and be able to reach out to a lot of people with my content. So it ended up, yeah, as something that I did for fun, but also something that I did because it fulfilled something in me. Like, people are really enjoying this. I'm making people happy, and that was like, that was great. Explosion Mare commented and said, lovely video, the transitions flowed nicely, and I love to hear that. I don't always feel like my transitions flow the way I want them to, but when I hear somebody else say that, I am super stoked, so thank you for that. And your question was, beside making pony videos and drawing, do I have any other hobbies? That is a really good question, because I am actually a really huge animal lover. So I spend a lot of time volunteering and pet sitting, as well as taking care of all of the animals that I own. I have rodents and reptiles and dogs and cats, and fish, oh gosh, and fish, lots of fish. So when I am not on YouTube or making videos for YouTube or answering comments on YouTube or making question videos for YouTube, I am taking care of my animals and enjoying their company. Lucky Pony, whoop, I literally just grabbed my mouse and tossed it off the desk. It's the end of the day and I am tired. Anyway, Lucky Pony BFF says, guess who's back? I am, and welcome back to you. I haven't heard from you in a little while, so it's great to see you left a comment. And your question is, did you ever have other main OCs before your current one, or any previous designs? And I definitely did. In fact, I had a whole bunch of OCs that never made it to stardom. And you can actually see some pictures of them in my old art video. I will put a link here down in the description probably if you want to see that. I had a lot of, I think I had 5 or 6 Rainbow Factory ponies that I thought were super cool that I wanted to make main OCs out of. One of them's name was Orange, and she actually kind of resembles Twintails a little bit with her coloration pattern and so on and so forth. And I also had another OC called Niacin Patchwork, which I thought was really cool, and I was going to make my main OC, but they kind of fell out of popularity, and I started sketching new designs for a pony/fox hybrid, and Twintails was born, and I fell in love, so she ended up being my main OC, and the rest of the other ones I'd made kind of faded into obscurity. The next question is one I don't know if I can answer because I'm not certain if it's a question about a request or what. Jordan asks, have I done issues for Pinkamena with a shocked face? And if Issues is a song and I'm not familiar with it, somebody please comment and save me because I'm not sure if that's what this question is about. And if you did leave this question, Jordan, if you're out there and you want to like specify or clarify what that means, I will try my best to answer you back in the comments section. Thank you for your comment, and I'm sorry I couldn't answer it. Did I mention I had a long day? And now I'm losing it. Everything is, but yeah, sorry, Jordan. I'm gonna make it right. The next question isn't much better. Crash Majesty asks, do I Mega Man? And I'm not really certain how to answer that one. Do I Mega Man? Maybe. I've been to a convention and met somebody cosplaying Mega Man, if that counts. So, I don't know. If you would like to leave some clarification in the comments, I will try to answer that correctly. Thank you very much. Nisha Thomas says, I love your vidan! Exclamation point to the 4th power. I actually thought that that was supposed to say video, but then I realized maybe that it was done intentionally, so I looked it up, and the only thing that came up was a medicine available for some sort of issue, so I'm just gonna hope that that's a typo, and thank you if that's what you meant. But she also says, P.S. could you please send us more MLP videos, please, with 2 crying faces. And the answer to that is yes, I will keep uploading as frequently as I can, and as you know, most of my videos are targeted towards MLP and the MLP fandom, so you can expect lots of videos like that in the near future. And that brings me to the end of the questions that people left in my last video. If you left a comment with a question in it and I did not answer it, I am super sorry. Sometimes my YouTube account will only allow me to see so many comments at a time, and then days later, after I've already decided to make content responding to them, I will see them appear even after I've already recorded. So if that was you and I accidentally missed your comment, it's YouTube's fault. No, we won't blame YouTube. We'll just say that it's a delay problem. But you can leave your comment down in the comments section and I will try to get to you from there. So now I am going to answer some of my strangest, weirdest, oddest comments from my new channel so that you guys can see some of that, and then I'm gonna wish you a happy 2019 and go take a long nap. So here are some comments that were actually left on some of my older animation memes on this channel when I was first getting started using my animation program and coming into my own art style and trying to figure out the 2 of those. I added them here at the end of this video, and especially this one because they have been very interesting to read through, especially as I've made so much progress with animation and my drawing style as well as I've come. I feel like I've come a very, very long way, but the most funny and odd and interesting comments are actually from the older videos. Lucy Agius said, so cringy XDD. And I'm actually listing this comment because so many people came to my rescue in this comment section. And I have to thank you guys for that, even though I try not to argue in the comments as much as I can since everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I wanted to thank everyone who jumped on here and defended me in the comments section for this one, so shout out to you guys. Artsy said, your username should be Twintails77. And if you're not familiar with this joke or the reference for this joke, tweening is actually a form of animation that uses movement of still pictures instead of frame-by-frame animation. So this joke, I don't know if it was meant to be inventive or mean, but I thought that was pretty cool because it does actually apply, which is pretty neat. Sometimes it's super hard to tell whether a comment is meant to be rude or odd or whether someone is being genuine. So this one by R. Daria actually kind of caught me off guard because all that was written was, this is strange. And so you can see my reply here, and I just love to sometimes, if I can, like answer with something extremely funny. And I got a really great reply back. So this one makes it onto this list because at first it seemed like it would be something that was said that was offensive, and then it turned out to be a compliment. So shout out to you, R. Daria. I am so sorry for reading into your very first comment, and thank you for clarifying. This comment was left on my Pusher meme, which is one of my very most famous memes at the moment. And it was left by SCP Foundation Gotcha X Cyberlife. That is a mouthful of a username. Very cool though. And what was said is she triggered or something? Cause she has blood all over. And this comment was made in reference to September, so you can see my reply is definitely fitting down here. I don't think I ever got a response back, but usually when people leave a comment like that, I am more than ready to explain at least kind of how that makes sense. Another comment left on one of September's memes, I believe this was Pusher as well, and Shiny God said, wow, ... Is that a, pause for dramatic effect, Earth Pony OC? And then when you look down at the bottom and you click read more, in all caps is most rarest species ever. It's one of a kind. I don't know if anyone's told them that she used to be a unicorn. This comment was a super long one that hit on a lot of very different points. Thankfully, I was able to kind of give most of an answer to it. If anybody leaves a really long comment like this, I do my best to explain as much as I can for them. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to read the full comment, here it is. I am not going to read over that, but that was my response to probably one of the longest comments I think I've ever received. And Julia commented, "It reminds me of something sweet to bite because of the unicorn." And I am confusion. It reminds me of something sweet to bite. If something sweet to bite is a song, then that might make sense, but this is another one of those comments that I might need a little bit more context with because I am not sure how to answer that one. If anybody knows how to make sense of this comment, again, head on down to the comments section and help me out here, guys. I am relying on you. And this is another last name that I don't know how to pronounce, so we're just gonna go with Nina. Nina commented, "How long is this pony's neck?" And she is referring to September on her very first meme, which was the pusher meme, I'm pretty sure. But that might have come actually after my horrible time-lapse meme. Either way, yes, her neck was extremely large, and you can even see me comment, "It goes on forever." I actually had a flank piece, but it ended up looking weird, so I just deleted it altogether. And that is an art flaw. If you do not show people a flank, they will think your neck goes on forever. So just in case you've ever thought about just deleting that flank piece, please add it, or you will get comments like this. Gina Zaragoza just commented, "My Little Pony." That's it. And that's all. And this comment, which I just had to add here by Lucy Dreams Kawaii Dub, says, "I'm exploding. I love MLP and all the memes like that. First time here and one more sub, Brazilian sub." I really hope very, very much that you are not exploding, because if you are exploding, you cannot continue to watch my videos. Thank you so much for the sub, and I'm super glad you enjoy what I make. That's what I do and why I do it. Young and Relatable commented, "Oh my gosh, is that profile picture a duck? Oh my word. I almost can't even read this because that's a duck, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, this was on my time-lapse meme, and they commented, "Edgy and Mary Sue OCs, please stop." And I don't know if they were new to my channel. This is definitely an older comment. I would definitely say that January could be a Mary Sue OC, but that was exactly what I was going for. As well as if they are commenting that September is the edgy one, yes, that's also what I was going for. I think the real interesting part is that the two of them are so wonderful together because they are such polar opposites. So if they were by themselves, I could definitely understand hate on this, but being that they're together, I think they kind of balance each other out, yin and yang kind of a deal, if you know what I mean without going way too far into that reference. And that brings us to our very last comment, and again, this is one of the ones I have to thank you guys for just a little bit, but right out of the gate, people just jumped on there to defend me and to throw rude comments back. And as much as I appreciate that, and I appreciate your guys' support, there is never really any need for saying something rude back to someone, even if they've said something rude to you. So what I would encourage you guys to do is, if you do want to defend me, maybe come up with some good points or a smart way to kind of tell people that you don't agree without being personally offensive. Because remember, at the end of the day, every one of us watched the video, every one of us made a comment, every one of us has an opinion, and everybody is entitled to that opinion. So if you're going to comment to someone who said something rude, try to do it in a kind way so that they don't actually have to continue arguing with you and then doing exactly what they were doing in the first place over and over again in the comments. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and for listening to me answer some of your questions. I hope your 2019 is going wonderfully so far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys, and stay awesome.